Good morning, everybody. Started here in a second. So there was an update for this 3 days ago. See what they did. Um, oh, um, hold on. All right. I will update the goal for the bike. Just a second. All right. So the total goal was I'm gonna go. I'm sure I have the paperwork right here that tells me how much is in total, so I don't have to try to squint at the goal. It is total of the after tax. Sorry, trying to find the price of the motorcycle here. 56.81. This one. Save changes. And that should finish off the wait, what? I messed up the typing? Oh, I did. I hit a 4 instead of a 5. Oh, yeah. And we are done. No, I didn't finish this. I only got to the third area. I stopped playing it because Cogs was like, hey, Div 2 has a DLC. But Div 2 is not very enjoyable by myself. On the upside, Mr. McDud, you won't see any more for another hour. Alright, we were figuring out how to get to the city, if I remember correctly. So we want to go, I think we want to go to the left here. And then wait, the next one. Oh, look, a bear. Oh, time just rolled around. Cool. Don't you fucking... That was not a sneak attack. Alright. No reason for me to be crouched. Alright, where am I going from here? I am going back to the road. Hey, as long as you're watching, there's no ads over on YouTube either if you'd rather watch on YouTube, and I would appreciate the follows over there if you guys haven't done that already. Because I need 500 followers. Well, technically I need 1,000 followers, but the first milestone is the 500. And then we want to go... Alright, so these are the two that I fucking died on last time. This ice fire bitch. I want to kill the ice one first because it summons stuff. That being said, the friggin' fire one does a ton of damage. Like, I got hit once and just lost almost all my health. Where'd the ice one go? Those are regular enemies. What the fuck, man? That doesn't surprise me that YouTube is delayed. It's YouTube and I don't have any sort of status over on YouTube. I was gonna say, my ass is not nice. I am a 40-year-old man. I do not have an ass. Alright, we are in the city. Let's get the fast travel. What quest am I doing? Okay. This is the guy that's supposed to let me. What is this over here? That is a dwarf?
sensed your approach, my king. I, Gurfan of the Gunvaldir tribe, salute you as my forefathers decreed. Ah, so you're still speaking with your own voice. Good. At least I won't have to bother with that formal drivel Camelot loves so much. Tell me, how does it work with the two of you? Does the king speak through you sometimes? Or is he just a passenger in your head? Will he ever come out and talk to me face to face? Or does he just sit there quietly, never getting involved? Either way, I've got a few things to say to him. Not exactly polite ones. Ah, so he won't be speaking. Still too weak, is he? Not surprising. Well, then give my regards.
I'm so
to
excited
the
that my
man.
bike's paid off.
Tell him the
Kind of
Gunvaldir tribe
sketchy
stayed
that the
loyal to
guy
the old treaties right
who
to
bought
the
my
end.
e-bike last
The
night,
same can't
he
be
bought it
said
at
of the
11
Campbell
o'clock at
Oceans.
night. I stayed up until like
Cowardly
2
dogs
a.m.
without honor.
waiting for him
I
to come
hope
back and
Arthur's
get his
squirming
scooter.
in your
It's
head,
still sitting out
seeing
front.
what his beloved capital has been up to.
I warned him that, you know, the bike was on top speed and the best brake was the front brake on it because I like my back brakes soft so they don't put a whole lot of strain on it because I'd rather stop with my front brake than I would on my back brake. He took off and nearly hit the edge of the, like, we have some railroad ties, like the wooden beams, near the end of our driveway that kind of, you know, make a 90-degree angle onto the sidewalk. He almost hit those. So I'm kind of worried that he got in an accident and died on that bike. But I mean, he already paid me for it, and the money's gone now, so he can't get it back. Yeah, so he left behind the spare keys, the chargers, his scooter, the rain tarp, and the two sets of brake pads. Yeah, the chargers are especially important. Yeah, and it rained like a motherfucker last night, but luckily everything was all wrapped up.
Normal ones, honorable.
Like it was
He
thunder and lightning
entrusted
last
us
night.
with the
I stayed up
Forlorn
until
Swords
about
and his
2 a.m.,
crown,
2:30,
the one he
waiting for
used
him to come
command
get it. I
giants.
kept checking on it every
We
half
were
hour.
sworn to guard them. In return, Camelot was supposed to leave us alone, now and forever. But the Camelocians didn't hold up their end of the deal. May their souls rot in the weirdness. Can you hear me, Arthur? The treaty is rubbish. I'm rallying the tribes, and we're marching on Camelot. Nothing can stop us anymore. Except
So
ourselves,
he didn't
damn it.
give me his number. I gave him my number, and I checked when I walked over to Honda today to pay for the Grom. It was still there when I left. It was still there when I got back. Oh, it's like, what, an hour ago or something.
Why? He's barely gotten his life back, and not even all of it. Does he have a death wish or something? There's a passage.
And he
sure.
said his phone is
And
dead.
if you're
As in,
Arthur,
it doesn't have service.
will open
And
for
he
you.
keeps saying, every time I
Go
buy a new
ahead.
phone,
If you think you're
in a
strong
couple
enough,
days,
nobody's
somebody
gonna
hacks
stop
it and
you.
I have no
But
service.
let me warn you.
Like, that's really,
It's
really
not gonna be
sketchy.
an easy journey,
But okay.
or a short one. Well, the giants are asleep, at least on the surface. But below, what if they wake up when they see Arthur? I doubt they'll be happy. And if the giants weren't enough, there are still the monsters and other surprises.
I should have worn my
The legends
motorcycle
about
boots when
this
I
place
walked up
make it
to
all
Honda,
pretty clear.
because my
If I
sneakers
were
have always
you,
been a little bit loose on my
wouldn't
feet,
go in there, or would know that if you remember.
and my ankles, or sorry, not my ankles, my heels are all scratched up now and sore, both of them.
Yes. The funny thing about our king, as you may already know, was that he was pretty sure of himself.
Not quite a
and his
blister, not
abilities.
quite a, like,
He knew he could march in there,
scrape,
grab his
but
crown whenever he wanted.
they're
So he
red,
didn't sweat
and
when he made a
they
deal with
did
our
follow
ancestors.
blood.
He said he'd come back for his royal hat, only if
It-
the
it'll
kingdom
heal
was
in
in a
3 or
dire
4 days, but-
situation, and if all tribes agreed to let him. Traditionally, this was meant to be done during a moot, an assembly of the tribes, and I'm calling one, so we can help each other out. Well, I need the chieftains to come here because we have to, and I want to make damn sure that we fight Camelot not as a solitary tribe, like hot-headed One-Eye once, but as a united force. But I'm worried that something might be keeping them from... They won't. Our tribes aren't exactly known for getting along, and gathering them all in one place at the same time. That's almost a miracle. But now they have left Gunvelder in its time of need, and that's why you have to shame them even more, so that they have no choice but to come here or risk their honor. And if they say they won't come because, then you'll deal with them because...
Okay, dude, you live in
right?
California.
After
It's
all,
got to be
you're the
nice
king,
out,
aren't you?
right? There's no reason not to be on your bike riding on a nice day.
Exactly. There's only one seeing course of action, but you do you. I'll be as a So, looks like fate itself decided to push you my way. That has to mean something. But Kedron, that's grim news.
Right,
He
which
may
I
be
mean,
blunt as
admittedly
a
is
broken
hot.
axe, but he's
Are you the
loyal as
type
they
of person
come.
for AtGat,
If
all
he
gear all
sends
the
a
time, or
non-leader
do
in
you
his
ride
place,
in like
and he knew he was dying.
Like
He
a
chose
t-shirt
duty
and
over
jeans?
pride. I won't let that go to waste, and neither will you. Truth is, I'd sent him to do the very same task I've just laid before you. Gather the tribes, call the moot. Now you know how important this is.
So I get that. I was out on my e-bike yesterday, I think it was, to just drive around some, talk to people. Ran across a dude who was parked in the Tim Hortons lot with a bike. Stopped talking to him for a bit. But yeah, short sleeves. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so my arms, I know they look ungodly white because there's a white light on them right now, but I still have some of a tan. You can't see it in the light, but I have a farmer's tan from last summer. When I tan, I stay tan for a long time. It's not as obvious as it was last summer. Like it's faded some, but I can still see the line. And that was mostly before I got the e-bike. So I went from, I'd say about mid-March when I got the, yeah. So I went about mid-March when I had the motorized mountain bike going, to last 2 weeks of July I was all motorized bicycle. And then from July, well, end of July to September when I got my my leather jacket, that was all t-shirts. And I was the darkest I've ever been in a very long time. I didn't have gloves either, and it was a full-on farmer's tan. I didn't get gloves until after I got my leather jacket.
An eye for an eye. There's no other way. Does that surprise you? I was the one who honored the old treaties Camelot violated. I was the one who tried to convince One Eye not to throw people into guerrilla warfare, but to organize a proper military campaign instead. But for that, I'd need united tribes. And getting us all to work together on our own turf, that's proven to be exceptionally difficult.
So, I vividly remember going to Cape Breton as a kid to visit my cousins and my aunt, my mother's sister, at their bungalow. It didn't have power. Well, it had power, but it didn't have. It had running water. It had a party line. This is how many years ago it was. This was like late 80s. So you'd have to listen for when the phone rang for your ring to pick up, or else you'd pick up on somebody else's phone call. But it was way out in the sticks in Cape Breton, which is a pretty rural area anyway, or it was back then. My mother went out to tan she came back in the house. She was so dark I didn't recognize her. Like, she was dark-skinned black woman. Black. Not the, so not to the degree of like the super black like models where they have so much melanin they are actually black. No, it was tan. She did not, like, she didn't peel or anything. At least not that I remember. But yeah, she wasn't burnt. She wasn't red. Well, I mean, that's how Mom makes her turkey. But yeah, I didn't recognize her. I thought she was a different person. So I tan the same. I will burn if I'm not careful, but I will if I'm getting small amounts of sun over an extended period of time, I will get that dark. Which is funny because if you look at me, I am so white. I am reflective because it's just been years since I've been out in the sun.
If you ask me, I got scared. The giant in our village started glowing. Maybe waking up, maybe coming alive. Whatever it is giants do. We were glad, though the other tribes, not so much. They envied us, no doubt
Probably.
about that.
I have no idea what I am.
Probably why they didn't lift a finger to help when Camelot invaded our lands. Us, the Dalritha, we have changed. We're a shadow of our ancestors. But we were not the first
It's possible.
to
Yeah,
raise
that's
our
bad, dude.
weapons.
So my grandmother was red. She was redheaded. There's no redheads in my side of the family. I actually don't think there's any on the other side either. However, I don't know that side of the family. Like, I knew my grandmother on my father's side, and that's it. I've never met my bio father. I met his sister, my aunt. She was blonde. No redheads, but my grandmother was redhead. The sun looked at her through clouds and she would burn. No, my bio dad just didn't want to have anything to do with me.
Well, you see, the giants for us are
Like
a bit
so I
like
was at my
dogs.
grandparents or
We
my
call them
grandmother's
our
when I was a kid.
protectors. It's a
He showed
tradition
up,
dating back to
wouldn't
the
even
battles
come in
of
the
Age of
apartment
Legends. The
to talk to
Dalritha
her,
befriended
talk to
the
her out in the
giants
hallway.
long before Arthur ever did. There was peace between us, even when we stood.
So
on
I have no
opposite
idea if he
sides of
ever
the
had
war.
another family or
We
anything. If
honor
any of
them
those kids are
because we
redhead,
believe that
I
when
doubt
they
it because
awaken,
that's the other side of
they
the family.
will
But
repay our care with their
as far as my
protection.
mother's side of the family,
It's good to
no
have
redheads
allies
other than
like
my
them.
grandmother.
What can I tell you? We're gone.
And she wasn't.
Only a few of us
So
are left,
she was a
scattered
strawberry
across
blonde. She
all of
wasn't
Avalon.
like copper
I'm still
redhead.
here, and so is one.
That was my first girlfriend.
He's convinced he can take Camelot with a handful
And her
of
parents were
hot-witted
super
youngsters.
original, named her Robin.
Foolish dreams, suicide, call it what you like. We were brave.
Yeah,
proud,
my grandmother was a
deeply
strawberry
connected
blonde.
to nature. Each of us bonded our soul to an animal, sharing strength between us.
Her parents were
I
super named and
won't
super
tell you
original,
more than
named her
that.
Robin.
I don't want to. I can't.
But her hair,
All of this
she had
is
some.
still too fresh for me. Too.
I don't know.
raw.
Brittany's hair. It seems very odd to say about somebody, but it was straight up polished copper. Like it was full on. There wasn't a hint of other color in it.
King Arthur. His presence clings to you like a shadow, unmistakable to those who still remember him. Your words, your actions, they carry the weight of him. The way you stand, even your damn stubbornness. Arthur always left his mark on those he touched. The Gunvelder haven't forgotten. Betrayed by Camelot or not, our blood still remembers the old king. But don't mistake my recognition for trust. If Arthur truly walks with you, prove it. Show me his legacy still lives and breathes. As of now, 4. The Volker, the Svein, the Ufra, and the Toyd. Each one with its role, each one with its problems. The Volker were our berserkers, Mather's chosen warriors, unstoppable in battle. But Mather abandoned them, or so they believe. Now their rage is dulled, and they're slipping into despair. If we don't reignite their spirit, we risk losing them entirely.
My name is Sean. If you look up Sean in a baby name book, it says see John. And if you look up John, it has a meaning. But yeah, I am not original by any means.
The Svein are hunters and guardians of something ancient, what they call a god. Forest devilry, if you ask me.
That's awesome, Neff.
Dangerous enough for us to keep our distance.
Same difference, right?
The Ofra are warriors, the best of us. Or they were. They've gone silent. No word from their chieftain, no sign of life near the haunted keep. I fear what might have befallen them. Mages, clever but strange. Their power is real, but their methods, unsettling. They see the world differently. Useful in a fight, but don't expect to understand them. Still, strength is strength, even if it's wrapped in riddles and sparkles. Each tribe carries a part of our legacy. If we are to stand together again, we'll need them all, even the ones who've lost their way.
All right. It looks like we need to go save the 4 tribes. Can I get into the town before that? Is this the town? Hi, I've killed one of you before and you dropped a ton of loot. Oh, you hurt. Holy crap, you hurt. Nothing on him? Damn. That was rough. I have no idea what I am. I know my grandmother on my father's side was Scottish. Hence the the red hair. Oh, actually no, that's the other side of the family. I have no idea what my mother's side of the family is. But my grandmother, my bio dad's side, she was Scottish. Hello, Humble. So I can go in here and get the crown whenever I feel like I'm strong enough. You know, I probably shouldn't be doing this just yet. I don't want to progress the main story. I want to do all the side stuff. Nah, not really. I mean, maybe an inch or so. I guess it depends on the last time you saw me. I was honestly like, I got an ingrown hair right there. Pardon me, fucking nuts. Either that or a pimple that just won't go away. I've been very tempted just to shave it all. I have not been clean shaven in, God, 20 years. What are you? Flesh tree. I really need a better second dagger. The second dagger I'm using right... Oh my god, something that... Damn. That'd be the Filipino in you, Dud. So what I've been doing, Neff, is I take the I think it's 3/4 guard from my razor and just do the sides, and I don't touch this at all. Oh my god, stop. I can't block anything of his, or else I just have 0 stamina. I just have to hope the 2 hit points I get per hit keep me alive. Which, I mean, they will. As long as he doesn't hit me in quick succession. I need help on my bar. Like that. That can fuck me up. Well, that was fun. I'd use my slow motion for that. Where the fuck? Did I get turned around? Am I going deeper and I'm trying to get out of here? I think I might have. Me getting lost in straight hallways? Never. Also, that looks like a gate that should open. Interesting. There's probably a quick way out or something. So, Mr. McDudd, since you have a little bit of that in your side of the family, what do you think of Latinx, or instead of Latino or Latino? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, so To a degree, I understand. But at the same time, no, there's no reason. That shit is as old as the fucking Roman Empire. What are these things? Snails? Flail snails? If you hit their shield, it just bounces off. You have to actually hit them in the flesh. Yeah, Neff, I'm pretty much in the same boat with you. Alright, so I think something is turning these guys into stone. Because there's just a ton of statues around that I don't think are actually statues. No, probably not a Medusa. I don't think there was any sort of Medusa-like creature in the Arthurian legend. That was more Greek and whatnot. So, okay, so that takes me out. Interesting. The Unstoppable. Is a dagger by any chance? I doubt it. Oh, it's not even a friggin' two-hand, some sort. Sower of Plague. Interesting. The Unstoppable. Stores 50 stamina after killing an enemy. Attacks heavily poisoned enemies. I wonder which is better, heavy or massive? God, that's a lot of armor. Increases buff duration by 50. Oh, I don't need that on it. The 97 X-Men is the best. You can't think of you can't think of 90s cartoons without hearing the X-Men theme song and the Spider-Man theme song. Alright, so practicality is good. Well, dexterity and reduced noise is 7%. Oh, wow, 3 extra percent. Okay. Blocking while dual wielding blocks 20% more damage. Yes, please. Heal it, and then that's something to identify. I will take the health potion. Ooh, little thing there. That seems like the edge of the world. can't dig that up? Why can't I dig that up? Fuck. Okay, guess we're going back this way. Okay. Guessing this is some sort of story area that I just don't have the story for yet. Alright, Dad. I'll see you when you get back if you're interested in hopping back in. Hopefully we'll still be here.
Come here. So, you're a real wonder. You've seen a thing or two, and you've met Garth. That means you've crossed paths with a piece of our history. That man and the captain. How's the old wolf doing? Don't keep... Come here.
Why do you have a... Oh, it's not on hands. Alright, let's go check out this area.
You, stranger. Got a minute?
Murder the deer. Did I ever go and get my pick, or is it still? Damn it. That's why I was so gung-ho to find the town, but that's not the town. Oh well, we'll go see what this is. I might find a pick around here. Oh, hello, bear. No, excuse me. You know the worst thing about me selling my bike last night? Is I'm out of stuff to drink. I can't just take my bike down for a rip and go get something to drink. These weird things, wraiths or whatever the heck they're called, can be very... like, they can mess you up very quickly. And sometimes they can also do, like, no damage. A Pictish hideout. Let's see what we got here. There's an enemy down there. Undead, I would assume, yeah. It's not an overly exciting place. Okay. The level 1 enemy.
We have company.
Scarring the skin. Oh god. Didn't realize that was going to be the skin taker. He probably has some daggers for me. Ooh, you hit hard. Orb of Vortex. Alright, let's actually put on a real dagger now. What did I get? Ooh, I don't have enough perception for it. I mean, that one's shitty, but it's better than what I have. Well, it's less damage than what I have currently. Like my next couple levels will be going into perception. Increases max health by 100 while you're in combat. Huh. Critical sneak and weak spot hits restore 5 health. Well, guess we're wearing that bloody looking thing. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's fine. What is that thing? Oh, it's one of the boogaloo things. Gains, I guess they're called. Stagfather Shrine? I haven't done that with a dual wheel build yet. Alright, so before you do any Stagfather Shrine, you should always save. Shit. No, I'm wasting too much time. Yeah. Womp womp. Fuck that one up bad. Running, you fucker.
This is gonna hurt. Your wealth is ours.
Excuse me.
Your wealth is ours. Your money or your life. That's all you got. You made a big mistake.
Boss? Okay. Okay, you're not allowed to summon bears. That's just not cool.
Only making me angrier. I'll make you pay for that.
Oh, I don't know who you were, but I'm assuming you're a bounty of some sort. Damn, I'm overweight. God, I wish this coffee would go away. Fire rune? How many pounds overweight? Oh, because, you know, it's caster armor, but it's also 13 armor, meaning it's heavy armor. Of course it is. Probably have some meat we can toss away that weighs a ton. Don't have a whole lot of stuff, actually. I still need to scrounge up another 23 pounds. I don't think I can do that. I do have an encumbrance ring. Probably put on. Well, that's something I should probably have. And we go back to the Shrine Father. Or the Shrine Father, the Stag Father. We get our rewards. That thing is. Which will probably put us over again. Nope, okay. I really need a town of some sort. For the bear? Yep. No, don't detect me. That's the thing I hate the most about the pathing in this game. His enemies will walk to the end of their path and then turn around. Makes sneaking up on people extremely hard. Oops, not what I meant to do. Like that. Like what the fuck? Like, see what I mean? It hasn't detected me yet, though. I got a freaking sneak level. And I'm overweight. Probably don't need all those bows.
Stay focused. Your wealth is ours. This is my lucky day. We'll make short work.
Why does this say I have points? I didn't level up again, did I? Oh shit, apparently I did. I said perception was needed.
Keep your wits about ya.
Yep, he saw me.
I'll make you pay for that. Stay focused. We're not alone. Your money for your life. We have company.
Aw, that sucks. This can't be the entire village. No, that must be. Not looking very villagey. Ow. And I want stuff to drink too. Got like a mouthful of pop left. I do have tap, yeah. But tap doesn't have any flavor. That's one of those fire things down there. On the upside, I do 25% more damage now, so I burn through them. Oh, hi. Can we please find like a vendor somewhere or a stash? A stash would be. This one's looking mostly unburnt. Still kind of destroyed, but assuming I'm probably after something. Fast travel point down here. Oh, NPC, interesting.
Anon Rita wandering through these frigid lands. It takes courage, or perhaps folly, to traverse the Forlorn Swords alone. Sit, if it pleases you. A warm flame is rare here. The farther north you go, the less life you'll find. Nothing but snow, mountains, and the Dalrita, mourning days long gone. I'm an old Dalrita. I couldn't care less anymore. You, though? You look like someone who's never had to scoop snail roe from a fiend's guts. My advice, leave them be. And if you're fool enough to poke one, run like hell while you still can. They tend to explode. I am Vati. Little else of me is worth knowing. Yet, you asked as though you seek some greater tale. Not in my case, stranger. I'm just an old man, exiled from a tribe long ago. You, however, seem sharp, strong, and you're not from here. That much is clear. Now, it's you I'm curious about. So tell me, what brings you to the Forlorn Swords?
My feet.
Well, I'll be. I haven't heard a tale like that in years. And what do you need those cursed trinkets for? A mission, you say, and it must be damn important. I'm afraid, however, that in this ruined village, you won't find what you're looking for. But I know someone who might be able to help. Gerfan. That old codger might finally prove useful to someone for a change. Camelot. They butchered almost everyone from the Gunvaldir tribe. Old Frode, Gunvaldir chief, knew the Camelocians were coming. He called for aid, but no one answered his plea. What a disgrace. And so, divided we fall. Now, his firstborn wages his own war in the south.
Oh, that's one eye.
The Dalrita dared not speak his name aloud. Among the Dalrita, there were rumors that their giants had begun to stir. Hard to say how much truth there is to it. Look for yourself. Still sleeping like the dead. Camelot may have feared it, though. A wakened giant would have been just another burden on their already troubled heads. And royalist heads seem far less suited to carrying burdens. That's how I see it. Here? No. What happened here was a slaughter. The battle itself was fought in the fortress, but I wouldn't advise going there. Folks lose their wits there. For as long as I recall, restless Dalrita lingered within its walls, kinless or destined to leave heirs that would not remember their ancestors. But then the Gunvaldir decided to look after them. They claimed the fortress for themselves. No one objected. Gunvaldirs had close ties to the spirits of their ancestors. In return, the spirits granted Froda and his people thought moving the battle within the fortress walls would give them advantage. The only tribe living close enough were the Ulfar, but trust me, most would rather let the dead remain. It's surprising he's still alive, I won't deny. But I understand how he gathered loyal warriors. They break away and rally to the banner of the proud warlord. A madman's fight against the oppressor. I was once a scribe, and true to my calling. I live in the past, stranger. I have little contact with the tribes these times. You'd be better off discovering things for yourself.
Alright, well. Night time just round. $51 coins and some booze was in a lock chest. Doesn't seem to be anything in here that trust. Age of excuse. Interesting. Need to find this damn Is that another one of those big freaking knights? God damn it, it is. Good boy. Holy fuck. And dead. So, not as far as I walk the Honda, but both my heels are fucked up right now because of my sneakers. They're all like very sore and like scabs on them. I don't really want to walk anywhere. Yeah. I could do delivery, yeah. I don't have, what are you? I don't have Dash Pass, so delivery might be a little bit more expensive than normal. Oh, Frostbitten Warrior. And delivery will be at least, you know, like $15 or something. I spend it. I don't know how much it's going to be to get a plate and everything registered on my bike. Fuck, that took all my stamina. Ooh, I am lucky I blocked that. Why did I just randomly take damage? Oh boy. Oh god. This guy's a lot beefier than the last one. potions again. God, we're out of potions again. I think that might be it. One small health potion. Oh, wait, here. Yeesh. Man, that put me away because that probably weighs a few dozen pounds, whatever I picked up. Oh, I picked up 12 of them at a pound apiece. Yeah, that would do it.
You can take him. Excellent. Now, whoever avenges Scarron takes it. Runt, come on!
That way. This is where I fought that guy. I'm gonna try going down this way and see if there's a town here. There's got to be a town in here somewhere. Yeah, I really don't know why I didn't put my motorcycle boots on this morning. I guess because I was walking there. Didn't think they're necessary, but I should have known that they would be more comfortable than my friggin' sneakers. My sneakers are old and shit. Why did I just randomly... Hello, Merlin. Oh no, Ambergen. Oh well, you're magic regardless. I apparently leveled it. Perception. Is that enough for my daggers? Or dagger, I should say. It is! Yeah. Honestly, those are the ones that look like they're falling apart. I really should just toss something. God damn it. The fuck was that? To blow me off the thing? Hi, little demon frog. Assume you're a crowpaw. Yep. Stagfather's Shrine, which we don't want to do right this second, just because I don't want to carry on. Interesting. See what's up there. I need to shave my head again. My hair is getting to the point where it's starting to get long enough to be annoying. Can I walk up that? Let's save and find out. That's a big nest. Is this Morgan's friggin' Sweet Dreams? I believe it is. This is the Brotherhood of the Morgan, whatever it's called. Children of Morgan. That's it. Oh, oops.
You are so beautiful, so full of talent. I really understand why Self decided that your life should take a turn.
Yes, you're quite appetizing, but you're not here for compliments. You'll shed unnecessary baggage.
A bond that needs to be severed.
In other words, you'll butcher someone, or be the butchered one.
Don't worry, Luther's probably eager to meet you too.
Yes. We've kept him here quite long enough.
Only if our guest.
Who are we, dear sympathy?
Who are we, dear trickster?
No one special.
Don't say that. Once we were crows. My companion walked the path of self. I followed the path of war. I thought I was destined to serve as a priest in the name of Bad.
Plans change.
Plans do change indeed.
Incredible. You won't see Self in action. No one ever does. Self is that good.
Stop it. I'm getting jealous. The High Priest of Bad, one of the most distinguished to ever hold the title. Thanks to his teachings.
You give him far too much credit. We botched the task entrusted to us.
But we also showed creativity. We transferred our essence to this place.
Morrigan decided we were quite the spectacle. She allowed us to continue existing, but only here.
Without a physical, tangible form. We observed the outside world through the many...
In the House of Madness.
Stop saying such nonsense, trickster. This is a place, dear fledgling, that was once home to Morrigan herself. She let in a little light and allowed us to dwell here. Since then, we've taken to hosting talented fledglings, or Morrigan's favorites. Those who, for some reason, were meant to find their way into the void.
Favorites? Makes you wonder why war hasn't visited us in so long. Did you know that young cuckoos sometimes push other chicks out of the nest? For a moment, you'll become just like that.
This will help you. Yeah,
Fine.
I'll keep my...
Ooh, that was a good chunk of my health you took in one hit. Quiet Death and Assassin's Bow. Okay. That slow time that I have is so freaking powerful. Okay. I probably should have saved before I started going down here. That's a lot. Up. Ooh. My death save just saved my life. I won't be going for another 240 seconds. Do I have any slow fall potions? I might. I do. That's the damage in half, but still falling on good distance. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, you got me thinking about delivery now, so let's see. No, I don't want my damn card. Dash. What do we got here? Not getting Chinese food this one. Giant tiger? What does giant tiger have? Chips? Oh my god, chips are so expensive. $4.30 for a bag of chips. Remember they used to be like $2.50. Chocolate milk is friggin' $5.50. Shit's so expensive. Oh, Walmart. How's Walmart? Ooh, steaks are on sale. Not exactly something to drink, but they're on sale for $21, and they're usually... Oh, there's only 6 instead of 10. Never mind. Get a 12-pack of A&W root beer cans for $9. So you're looking at 3 cans per liter. That's 4 liters for $8.50. Yeah. A little bit cheaper to buy the 2 liters. A little bit, not by much. Like $1. $4 of chocolate milk for $11. You know what? Fuck it. That's actually $6 for a 2 liter. Alright, let's get something in that's somewhat healthy. Probably, especially since it's in a 4-liter jug. But I'll actually pour it into a glass and drink it that way instead of just chugging it out of the 4-liter jug. that might save me. Because I'll have to get up stuff a bunch of times to go refill. I would say a bag of baby carrots, but those have so much sugar in them. I guess we could do grapes. I saw grapes somewhere. Not that they're not super sugary too, but I don't eat baby carrots. I would eat the entire bag of baby carrots. 2.5 pounds of baby carrots will make you shit yourself. They do, but I won't eat 2.5 pounds of grapes in a single sitting. It's the carbs. I think it's the carbs gets converted into sugar. I'm not that I'm worried about my sugar because, you know, but it does give me the shits if I eat too many. We don't want that. You know, surprisingly, the 1 kilogram of carrots is worse for my gut than the 1 kilogram of gummy frogs. So, okay, get this. I don't know if you can see that, but that is a 4 liter of chocolate milk and 1 thing of grapes. Want to take a guess on the price before tip or anything? Up. Up. $35. I don't order on DoorDash. Oh shit. Ooh, oh, that was my death. Damn, I should have. Yeah, so the 2 items themselves come to $21. So you were very close with the 22. $7 delivery fee. $6.67 in fees and taxes. Bringing it to $35 exactly. But it won't be $35 exactly because a single bunch of grapes, they're based on weight, so the average price was listed as like $9.50, but I honestly will wait until probably about 3 o'clock and then just somewhere between 3 and 5 and just go ask Russell if I can borrow his bike and rip over to the friggin' wholesale place. I mean, I could take that scooter, but that scooter's not mine. I don't know how to turn it on. I don't know if he left his key or not. Yeah, but I don't know if there's a key in it, and you know, when he'll be back to get it, so I don't want to be riding it and him come back for it. Made it down. Mother? The Dalriada version of the All Mother? Where's the goddamn town? Oh, I mean, this would be Huge Village. Not seeing anybody here.
Greetings, Walker in the Weirdness. Your presence heralds the end of our vigil. Skuld sees the weirdness flowing through you. He is impressed. He offers his help and counsel. A swirl of colors surrounds your soul. It's a beautiful sight. The Thoid tribe longs to dream Mother's dream. It is our greatest desire, our deepest happiness. Mother told Senja, Skuld's sister, when the one who walks in the weirdness arrives, then your time will come, my children. You will fall into the sleep, and we will be together forever. Because of this, Mother's grace flows upon us all, and Senja's sleep remains strong and true. Yes, Walker in the Weirdness. Thanks to you, they will fall into true sleep. May Mother's light Mother is everywhere. You can see her. We long to surrender to her. Skuld is not worthy to reveal Mother's secrets. If Chieftain Ingvi decides to tell the war.
You are here, Walker in the Weirdness. Your arrival heralds change. I am Ingvi. May my stature not surprise you. For the Thoid, it is what you bring to the tribe that matters. I bring myself, my skills, and my devotion. I am my tribe's servant. I've heard the voice, but I cannot answer its call. The members of the Thoid tribe are preparing to fall into sleep. And we sleep to dream the mother's dream. It is sacred to the Thoid. Until now, only Senya has dreamed. And before her, a long line of devoted and sensitive Thoid warriors. Through the dream, we commune with our guardian giant. Now Mother wishes for all of us to join her. She promises to protect us from the weirdness. Mother promises that the strength of the Thoid's united dreaming will repel the weirdness and encompass the entire Forlorn Swords by embracing the dream. The Thoids have long believed the world is heading towards self-destruction. If there is a way to prevent, we are not sure, but we have faith. We became certain the moment you set foot. She said that when the Walker in the Weirdness, through our dream, You are the Walker in the... We have tried everything. Mad. We needed Mother to show us the way. The Gunvalder tribe did the same. We believe King Arthur entrusted us with his crown. There's always been a special bond between the That's not widely known. We believe Arthur bound his essence to the crown, however, you can't that's why we believe Arthur must have uncovered the secrets of the weirdness. Perhaps. But how could we find out now? I will keep watch. Once they fall into sleep, I'll decide. That is my honest answer. Words shape reality. You shouldn't. How do you think you can help us? If that's the case. But don't you dare harm. If you do, you'll have. I won't make any decisions about the.
If I help the people, I must enter the dream. That's probably that cave that said I wasn't able to enter. Nope, over here. Okay. So she said, "Do not harm her in any."
School to see you here. Behold the dream walker in the weirdness. The world that withers is no home to us. It is a fleeting mirage where nothing but the dreaming is eternal, and it has a purpose. When your arrival ended the vigil, the dreaming began. Sonder is the moments when we shall become one with Mother's. Sonder is also a place deep within the lowest layers of the dreaming. Ingvi believes you may unravel the burdens that without freeing them from these burdens, they cannot enter Mother's chamber, where each of us must. Life, unfulfilled duties. Once, we of Thoid would end our vigil and return to wakefulness. But your arrival ended the vigil. It began the dreaming. Ingvi's burden is to guard the village of Thoid. To safeguard, she awaits the right sign.
You, don't just stand there. I know that filthy swine is hiding somewhere. A filthy beast. A mongrel who tried to put his hands where they didn't belong. Oh, how I wish I had cut them off when I had the chance. And now he's entered the vigil and I cannot. I will not. If he dares try to harm... Senya! I chased Violkin from her bedside, then from the tribe. But he's still... I need to... Because I saw him. He cannot be allowed into Sonder. His very presence. Good. Bring me his head.
Behold, Walker. This is one of Mother's earthly faces. She watches over us now in the dreaming, as she once did in the waking world. I believe Mather watches your path with great intent, as...
Oh, that was easy. Do not harm the mother, they said. Nothing, they didn't say anything about not harming.
Have you found... Oh, thank Mother. Thank you. Walker in the weirdness. That means the vigil... And I do. I swore to watch over her in her sleep. And she's so still when she dreams. Have a good... Thank you, Walker in the weirdness.
Walker in the weirdness. I need to speak with Ingve. But she must hear this before it's too late. That's exactly the problem. Sonder is pleased. I'm the Giant Mother, the one we believe to be Mather, wants us to become her children, to surrender ourselves to her care. But why did we ever assume she was Mather? Our mother goddess was a warrior. She gave us the strength to stand against adversity. And what is this dream, if not turning our backs on our kin? On the other tribes who... Sonder is an escape. If we flee into Sonder instead of standing and fighting, we are on the verge of losing everything. I don't know if it'll be enough. Tell Ingve that Rune reminds her of the duty of every Dolriad. The Giant Mother is not Mather. She's nothing but a weak, selfish wretch. I know my plea must sound desperate. If you grant my request, but if that is the only way to save the tribe, then...
Oh, stash. Shit. Alright, some weapons away. Killing just a little bit of shit on me. "15 dexterity." Damn. That's a bow I'm probably... Critical damage by 33%. Oh, yeah. Take. Weapons. I don't see my pickaxe there. The fuck? Did I somehow render my pickaxe? That sword does so much fucking damage. Yay, I don't have to worry about weight for a little bit.
Walk. Ah, Runa. He has told you, I hope, how much he longed to become chieftain. But among the Thoid, Ambition is one of the gravest sins. Does he know? And he's only... Let me guess. He wants to... An escape. That is what I feared. I never would have thought Runa and I could be of the same mind. You're voicing my own concerns. Thoyd, and Mother? Who knows? Immortal and mystical she may... The difference between us is that I face my challenge. Taking him at his word would be naive. But on the one hand, there is the myth the Thoyd have followed for... On the other, my own doubts. Tell me, Walker in the Weirdness. I will. We've always placed our trust in intuition. Thank you for your involvement. You may leave me to my...
Alright, so that's done. Back into the dream we go.
Ingvi has proven herself.
You are the walker in the weirdness. You walk. I need help. My mate Sidara, my friend Bodil, and I went to the Giant's Barrow. We sought knowledge, a sign that we still walk. Bodil, our companion, did not return. And Sidara, find Bodil. And Sidara, she still sleeps. Then, at last, we will have... Bodil's earthly vessel might still be in the White Slip. As for Sidara, she sleeps in our hut. Please.
Ho ho ho, you're here. Munvarth knew you'd come. They call me Yarnsfur, because that's my name, Yarnsfur. So that's why they call me that. Makes sense, doesn't it? To the Mother's Chamber, where we'll dream forever. Munvarth says great black ships that devour the sky will take us there. I don't know if that's true. He makes things up sometimes. Like that time he told me he brought me a giant's tooth. Turned out to just be a regular old walnut shell.
So here's my thoughts on Doom, Neff. Oh, I thought you meant Doom, the medieval Doom. Not Dr. Doom.
He's my friend. My raven friend. I mean, he's a raven. Feathers, wings, a beak, all the raven things. And he's the reason I'm worried. Well, not really him, actually. It's my stupid. Before I entered the Mother's Dream, I told myself. And, of course, I forgot. Damned useless head. Yeah, he talks to me a lot. And sometimes he says things that make me really wonder how he even knows them. When I asked him, but funny thing, he only talks when it's just the two of us. And it... You know, that could actually be it. I mean, I never thought of myself as a mystic. I always figured I was just spouting nonsense. But maybe I'm actually speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, that would explain why I forget everything. My head is filled with mist. His cage. And the cage is back at my house. But not here. Sometimes I mix it up and forget what. If Munvar stays in that cage, he'll starve to death. I left him food, but not enough to last a lifetime. Well, you don't have to rub it in. I already feel bad. Hey, and
Alright. I have to kill Syndra before she turns into a white. I have fought a white before. A hell of a fight. Or was that the Banshee? That movie was so bad. But I mean, it was what was it? Late 90s, early 2000s movie. And all the video game movies back then were bad.
Ithrum.
Sure.
Throom.
She was there's probably another way other than to actually follow that and kill them, but now as much as I like this helmet, I prefer the crit damage and attack speed one. Missed that. Yay, health potions. A lot of these giants around. Giants. Sure what that totem is, but that's the white. Dude hit me one time and nearly ended me. Oh, there's definitely a cave down there. Oh, look. Pickaxe stuff that I can't pickaxe. Back up we go. What time of day is it? Wish I knew what the hell happened to my pickaxe. Thought for sure it was my stash, but apparently not.
You must send me to her. Where? More, but listen. My body still clings to this world. Not because I wish to. Not hesitate. Strike true. And yet, if you will not raise your blade, then I must raise mine. Forgive me.
That counts as stealing, really?
Hello. Did you... Thank you. I can already feel my burn.
Before I go do that, I want to go talk to the chief. See if she's decided what to do. think I have enough perception, right? For everything. Oh, the totem is a cave. I have that. I have that. So it's the dexterity. I need 15 dexterity.
Walker in.
Okay.
You have come, Jarnsfor, Rune, Alfild, Thrym. No matter how great or small their burden, but now they may step into Mother's chamber, and you... Yes, that is why you will enter Mother's chamber, no matter the outcome. You have the gratitude we could not have stood before. You shall see my sister, Senja, and Mother. Do not fear. I know that you... Indeed.
All right. We playing Claire Obscura again? Look, it's a person with no face.
I have watched your journey, Walker in the Weirdness. I saw how you helped the lost Thoid children face their burdens, the weight that kept them from entering this chamber. For that, you have my gratitude. But I know you have your own purpose. Now tell me what it is. So you have chosen to follow the voice of the tribes and his fading hope. Gerfan, a man who so desperately wished to be a unifier, who carries such a deep thirst for retribution, while I strengthened my bonds with the human children of the Thoid tribe. I learned much of his mission. He believes tradition can be a driving force, but Ingvi's place is here, among us. And when she has no reason to remain in a world crumbling into ruin. The Thoid are not needed by anyone. Gerfan clings to his dreams of unification and retribution. Tell me, Walker, do you truly believe uniting the Del Rito? The Thoid have suffered enough. Now they haven't. You ask me to let them fade into nothing.
Enough. There is no reasoning with the giant's stubborn nature. No matter what you say, she'll keep dragging you deeper into the labyrinth of her mind. That is why I ordered the giants to sleep. Their nature was unpredictable. They reveled in strange manipulations, willing to wager their own lives in primitive bets and frivolous games. And so, I speak. Whatever this one demands, grant it. That is the order of the king to whom you swore fealty.
I was wondering how long you would stay silent, letting the human whose body you stole speak for you. You have lasted surprisingly long. I suppose emptiness and oblivion have taught you some humility. Nevertheless, greetings, Arthur. I am glad I have finally dreamt of this moment. The moment I can tell you, face to face, that everything is your fault. Avalon is falling because you existed. Because you continue to exist. This is also the moment I accuse you of murdering my children. And the children of the other giants. Your human king got to know us well. When he ordered the giants to sleep, he knew that our children could not dream. Dreaming is something giants grow into with age. Having no choice but to obey, we left our children behind in the waking world. Alone, defenseless, condemned to the coldness of death. Quiestra, the child I once held in my arms, never dreamed with me. While I built layer upon layer of my dreaming, she was dying. But I had time. Enough time to dream of Sonder. A place and a state where death holds no power. There, I will dream, Quiestra. I will give shelter to the entire Thoid tribe, including Ingavi. I will not abandon any more children to the waking world.
I have made many terrible mistakes during my reign, but I always considered what was best for my people. At least, that was my intention. I wanted to make Avalon our home, free from the plague, free from forces that would seek to oppose us. I thought that my return would restore balance, that I could prevent Avalon's fall.
Your idea of what is good is twisted, human king. As for you, mortal, yes, you need the blessing of the tribes to claim the crown. Those were the terms of the sacred pact, but you will have to manage without the Thoid. They will all come with me into Sonder. I will care for them as if they were my own children. And I will save them from this world's corruption. Indeed, you have the right to make and Ingavi. Perhaps it is only fair that the last of her people remains awake. Very well. So be it. Walker. Although you carry fragments of the king's soul within you, the choice... And you, Arthur. It is done. Leave...
I was kind of hoping to get the whole tribe, not just her.
Walker... I don't know what to say. Deep down, I envied Ferov for joining One-Eye's rebellion and getting to see the world. Now I will have the chance to know real life. Perhaps I will join those who refused Mother's call. The Thoid. We have, or at least that's what we believed. To me, they were simply brothers who dared to walk their own. I am still Thoid, and I am young. When I come of age, I can bring more Thoid into this world. It's hard to say, but who knows? Perhaps, with Mother gone, I am certain they will be. They will believe what they choose to believe. My role as Elder was to guide the Thoid of old to the dreaming. But those who... At last, I don't know how Gerfan will react to an Elder without a tribe. There is a reason why the Thoid made me their Elder. And on the battlefield, a skilled Thoid. But something tells me this path is not closed to me. That would also align with Runa's claim that Sonder is a trap. And that, in truth, if so, then when I die, my soul... That. See you at the moot.
Alright. Alright guys, well I was starting to doze off a bit here, so I think I'm just going to grab this fast travel soon. Yep. And hop off. I do apologize for the short stream, but I was up all night waiting for that dude to come back and get his scooter. Which he never did, and still hasn't done, so fuck knows. Maybe it's mine now. But thanks for tuning in, and remember, being normal's boring. Be weird. Bye-bye.